Hello and welcome to another edition of Trotsky or Bust. This is, what's the date today? I think it's the 8th or 7th of March. Haven't done one in a long time, so I wanted to do one. Not really a lot to talk about, even though it seems like so much is going on, but really nothing unexpected is going on. As you know, the corporate Republicans with D's after the name, also known as the Democrats, passed the rescue plan. No minimum wage hike. What a surprise. They're not going to do that. Of course, it's because Joe Manchin. Joe Manchin's against it. And, people in West Virginia are so rich that they don't need wage hikes. They don't need health care. They don't need any of that. What they need is the corporations in those states to get richer. That's what they need. And that's certainly what Joe Manchin needs. And this is just the game they're playing. They're pretending that the real threat to the Democrats is from the right, right? It's not from the left, because as as we and they know, the left doesn't exist. Um, yeah, so basically, that's just there's no business like show business. They're just putting on a show. That's all this is. It's not Joe Manchin. Remember when they were trying to pass, instead of Obamacare, they were pretending they were going to take the Medicare down from 65 to 55, and all of a sudden the evil Joe Lieberman appeared out of the woodwork and said no, and that was the end of it. This is just a show the Democrats are doing. This is just the oligarchy we live in. We do not have a democracy. We don't have parties. We have employees. That's who Joe Biden is. That's who Joe Manchin is. And that's it. That's what they're doing. They did add in a subsidy for, not that they're trying to help people. Trust me, they're not trying to help people. They put in the subsidy for healthcare to help the insurance companies. They don't give a rat's ass about the people. All right. Um, Joe Biden did say he'd take Medicare down to 60, and he'd have a public option. We haven't heard of any of that, and don't even dream about it. All right, because if they can't, they have they know exactly what to do. Oh, Joe Manchin's against it. Tough luck. Tough luck. Can't do anything. Democrats aren't weak. They're not stupid. The problem with Democrats is they don't exist. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. All right. Not AOC, not Bernie. Bernie, in fact, I mean, if you saw Joe Biden's press conference yesterday as he was leaving, they said, well, what about progressives? And he said, oh, Bernie was for it. So now Bernie's basically going to give the left stamp of approval. Not because Bernie's a leftist, because Bernie's one of them. We just got fooled. I got fooled. I'll be honest. I got fooled twice, and that's all it is. And now AOC, she's not going to do a damn thing. I told you once about AOC. AOC is, you know, they brought in this pretty woman, and we all fell for it. I didn't fall for it. If you watch me right from the get go, I was suspicious of this, what they're doing. She's not a progressive. She's just there to, they're just going to have these Democrats here and there to pretend that they're on our side. They're not going to do a damn thing for us. Okay, nothing. And the pretty woman thing, that's a trick they took from the Republicans. I mean, the Republicans always had pretty women. Marsha Blackburn, well, in her day, what's her name, Michelle Bachmann, and her gay husband. Not, you know, and of course, who can forget Sarah Palin? And the good thing about pretty women also is that as they get older and they're not as pretty, you can discard them and pretend they never existed. And that's just the game. The AOC is not real. There's nothing progressive about AOC. She's one of them. She wasn't. She'd leave the party. If any of them weren't, they'd leave the party. Not the way Bernie did, and because Bernie always pretended to leave the party. You'd leave the party, and you'll probably lose your seat because they'll get rid of you, which is what they did to Bernie the first time. They just ran a Democrat in, and they split the vote, and the Republican won. And that's how they win. But you just have to hold to your guns. And it's sad about Bernie because the one time in his life when Bernie could have made a difference is now. He's not doing it. He's just, going along, playing along, and nothing's happening. Nothing is happening. Nothing's happening. These don't expect anything from these Democrats, from Joe Biden. Joe Biden's got just like Obama. Obama had this great excuse, the great recession. Joe Biden's got the pandemic. He's got to deal with the pandemic, and when the pandemic ends, it'll be all because of Joe Biden. You know, Joe Biden even ended the pandemics in other countries, I guess, and they'll give him credit for it. And that's all he's going to run on, or if he's not going to run, what's her name? Kamala's going to run. And you saw Joe Biden's press conference yesterday. I think he lost his chain of thought. And yeah, he's senile. We know it. And he's going to be probably too senile to run. And it's going to be Kamala. And if it's not Kamala, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's going to be another corporate owned Republican with a D after their name. All right. This is not, you're never going to fix the Democratic Party. You must destroy them. All right, we must destroy them with a third party, a real third party, not the People's Party bullshit thing. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think what else there is to talk about. There's not much else to talk about. This is all expected. Hopefully, the pandemic will be over soon. And of course, hey, Wall Street's doing great, so that's all they count. And that is all that matters, really, because when you think about it, the people who vote, those half of Americans who do vote, are usually those who have more money, who do have some stocks or at least a 401k, which they think is great. They think, hey, I got my 401k until you go to retire, and then let's see if it's so great after all. Um, that's about it. That's all I can think of. Please subscribe. I'll do some more. I know. I just haven't done them lately. You want to write some comments, what you want me to do it on, I'll be happy to look at that. And that's about it. I guess Trotsky's out.